Welcome back to Tech-Junkie channel. Let's pick things up where we left off in previous video, which we finished the installation of ESXi on my server. I will show you some basic stuff, get our hands dirty on the ESXi console and web console. Perform some tasks like changing management IP or creating a few virtual machines. I will install at least a Windows VM and a Linux VM. Okay, let's also talk about some prerequisites. First of all, you need the operating system installation file. They are usually in ISO format. I'm not discussing how to obtain them in this video, but they are not that hard to get in the internet. Also, fill out a Excel file with the information you want to install. For a small lab, use a Excel file is good enough to keep tracks of your inventory. Optionally, you may want to get VMRC, the VMware Remote Console for operating and controlling the virtual machine. It provides a better experience than the web console. Okay, let's bring out the ESXi console. If you got your console idle long enough, you may see the black background screen. Just press Enter to bring out the yellowish console. Press F2. Okay, enter your root password, which you provided in the installation process. What's mine? There we go. Okay, after we log in the ESXi console, there are a few options there. Configure password. You can change your password there. Press escape to cancel. Okay, this one. Configure management network adapters. By default, after the installation, ESXi will choose one of the NIC and one of the port as the management port. It will try to get IP from DHCP if available. If not, it will get a 169 point something IP. Okay, whether it use a VLAN on the pod, which is no in this moment in this lab. Okay, IPv4 configuration. Okay, we are using the static IP address. Okay, let me bring out our Excel file. What will I use? Okay, for my ESXi server, I will use 111.44. Okay, hit enter because the subnet mask and default gateway is correct. So press enter. IPv6, I will talk about it later. DNS. Okay, well, we manually config our DNS server here. Okay, the DNS server is correct because my DHCP server is providing the DNS server. So they got them. The ESXi server got them. Host name, what did I? Oh, ESX04. ESX04. Okay. Suffix, not at the moment. Okay, let's get back to the IPv6 configuration. You can optionally disable the IPv6 configuration. It depends your choice and your organization, but for me, I always disable IPv6 because I don't like the look of it. But that's one thing though. When you first disable the IPv6, it tells you to reboot your machine. Just navigate the options you have and chooses your option and press spacebar to select your option. Okay, press enter and then press escape. Okay, because we have some changes on the management network, and it also noticed the IPv6 has been disabled, so it wants a reboot. So press Y. Okay, now it's rebooting. Let me pause the video to save us some time. Almost there. Cool. As you can see, we can access through the IP with our browser. Okay, let's close that. Open our trusty Chrome. Just type in the HTTPS and the IP address that we entered for our ESXi server. Okay. Password. Okay, that one. Okay, help us improve the VMware host client. Not right now. It's a bit different than the ESXi 7 and 6 point something, but I think it's not that different anyway. First of all, let's go to networking. Okay, by default, there will be a vSwitch, which is named the VM network, which is tapped into the management adapter that we selected in the console. Also, it will have a management network attached to the adapter as well. Okay. And the adapter is which is somehow tapped to the virtual switch. So kind of they are all connected together via this virtual switch in the same network, of course. Let me go to the storage. Okay, there's a default data store. That data store usually will be created after the installation. It will create it in your drive that you choose for the ESXi installation. It depends on the size of your drive, because my ESXi installation hard drive is very small. So after the ESXi 8.0 installation, it only got a few gigabytes left. But it doesn't matter. I already have plugged in a couple hard drive on the server. Let's create a data store for ourselves. Okay, click on the new data store, create a new VMFS data store. Next, which one? Okay, that one first. Given a name, yeah, it recognize the disk is a SSD. How about DSO1 SSD? How about that? Next. Okay, use full disk. Use all the space. Next. Finish. It will be wiped. Yada yada yada. Okay. Okay, let's create another one. DSO2 disk VMFS6. Okay, I'll leave it default. Holy crap, seriously? Oh my god. It took a big chunk of my disk in ESXi 8.0. Before the VMFS partition minimal is 2 GB. VMFS, oh god. Okay. That way I can get the mess out of it. Finish. Come on. Where's the refresh button? I don't see any refresh button. Okay, let's get back here. Not there yet. Devices. Nope. Hey, come on. What? Didn't I just use that disk to create a data store? No. Free space. Oh. Oh. I'm also new to ESXi 8.0, so forgive me. Okay. Oh, useful disk. Okay. Next. Finish. Blah 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 yada yada yada. Okay. Yes. Oh, thank God. We got it. Most out of it. Okay. Now we got ourselves some data stores which we can store our VM and installation file in there. Let's prepare some folder in that data store. Okay. Create a directory. ISO. Perfect. Okay, in the ISO folder, let's upload some ISO there. So let me upload the Win 10, the Windows Server 2022, and oh, can I just select them all? No, I can't. Okay, let's upload the Windows Server first. Okay, one files. Can I perform multiple upload? Let's see. That one, yeah, cool. And the Rocky Linux. Okay, 3 files. Okay, let me pause the video for the boring upload. Okay, the upload is almost finished. Yeah, there we go. By the way, most of the tasks can be viewed in the bottom pane. It's called a recent task or something. Uploads. Okay. Yeah, the create data store can be shown here. Let's create a VM for ourselves. Okay. What name I got here? DCO1. Okay. Create a virtual machine. Next. Give it a name. DCO1. Compatibility. Okay. Leave it default. OS family. Of course, is Windows for this one. Version is 2022. Okay. Next. I would like to play my VM in SSD. Okay, next. Okay, most of the option is here. How many virtual CPU the VM get? How many memory? How large is the disk? Using what type of virtual SCSI controller? Most of them I will leave at default, but for one thing I will try for sure is the adapter type. We should use VMXNet 3 for better performance. Okay, let's browse our data store for the ISO file as the virtual CD drive. Okay, there, the ISO folder. Okay, that one. Windows Server 2022. Let's let it. Okay, I think 2 vCPU and 4 GB memory is enough for this small scale virtual domain controller. Oh, one more thing. Expand the disk. There will be various options for you to select. For me, I will select thin provision because it only claims space that the VM used. So it doesn't claim all 90 gigabytes of disk out of the data store. Instead, it will only claim the actual size of the disk. Okay, so I will select thin proficient. Cool. Next, review the options. Not much to review. Finished. Okay, successfully created. Click on that. Okay, let's power on the virtual machine. And then, okay, open the console. As we haven't got a VMRC, so we open the browser console, the web console. Okay. We missed the press any key phase. Let's press escape or something. Okay. Let's reset the system. Okay, press enter. The rest of the process is much like your ordinary Windows installation. Just next, install now. Come on, hurry up, come on. Okay, I don't have a product key. I will use it as a trial. Okay, important there because we need the GUI. So standard it is with desktop experience. Next, I accept. Next, custom. Okay, that's the drive we have. It's 90 gig. Okay, new, apply, blah blah blah. Okay, then next. Okay, during the installation, I would download the VMRC to demonstrate the other remote console. Hang on a second. Can I just minimize disk? No, just close it. Okay, console. Download VMRC, or you can just search VMRC in the Google. Okay, it's a bit different to my memory, but it should be in the VMware sphere, the drivers and tools section. Get in there. Okay, that's too many. Okay, there's. Okay, VMware Remote Console. Go to downloads. It requires a login though, just for Windows. Download now. I will pause the video, log in, and download the file, and we'll be back. So after I click on the download button, it redirects me to a login page. After I log in, it automatically start the download, and now it's finished. Okay, let's bring it out. Usually, yep, in a recent window, the file download from internet usually got blocked. Let's unblock it. Okay, let's extract this file. Cool. Let's install it. Yes. Come on. Next. I accept. Next. Next. Travel update? No. Join the VMware Customer Experience Improvement Program now. Next. Install. Finished. See, not so hard. Not so hard at all. Launch. Let's get back here. Console. Launch remote console. It will prompt you because it requires to open another application. Of course, it prompts you. Okay. Let me check the always allowed and open VMware remote console. connect anyway, because the vSphere, the ESXi is using a self-signed certificate. Okay, it's almost finished on this one. Okay, leave it be. Let's create another VM, shall we? Create a VM, new virtual machine. Okay, next. What's the name I gave it? Okay, web01. Okay. Linux family. Does it provide a Rocky Linux? Oh yeah, it does. Sorry. Next. Yeah, once again, place it in the SSD data store. Next. Come on, at least 2 CPU. Who will use 1 CPU in these days? 4 GB of memory. I think 64 GB of disk. Theme proficient, of course. SCSI controller. By default, most of the Linux Linux virtual machine, Linux distros provide a built-in VMware Para Virtual SCSI controller driver. So use that. It provides a better performance, they claim, but just don't choose that on fresh install Windows, because out of the box, the Windows does not provide a VMware Power Virtual SCSI controller driver. Okay. How about just Linux? Finish it. Get back here. Right click, can I? Yep. Launch the remote console. Connect anyway. Actually, the VMware remote console provides an extra function that is very useful for us. Let me first power on the machine. Okay, we did not insert any ISO file on this one, right? Oops. And after we power on the machine, you can see this icon is somehow with a green spot. At that point, we can use a local ISO file to map to the virtual machine. Location local client, use ISO images file. That way, you don't have to upload the ISO file to the data store. But the whole installation process, the ISO file is retrieved from your client. So it depends on your network, it may be a little bit slower. Rocky. Okay. Yeah, press enter. That's it. Do anything. Yeah, cool. I think it's start loading the ISO file. Yeah, cool. Oh god, it's checking the ISO file. Oh, press escape to abort check. You shouldn't abort the check, but this is a lab. Okay, let's get back to our Windows server. It's ready for some tasks from us. Let's give it a password. Finished. Okay, here's some tips. In the VMware remote console, you got the send, control, alternate, delete. Type in the password. Right after the Windows installation, the first thing we do is to install the VMware drivers, the agents. It provides performance boost and manageability from the host and later on from the vCenter. Do you allow the PC? Yes. How to do that? Okay, just VMRC. No, manage. Okay, install VMware tools or close that. Okay, or okay, let me open the web console. Perhaps we can do it here. Can we? Yep. Option actions. No. Perhaps. Hey, come on. I think there's another option. Because my screen is too small. Can't browse all the options now, but it's okay. Console. Web console. Action. Yeah, there we go. Guess so as yep, there it is. Install VMware tools. It will automatically insert a ISO to your virtual machine. So if you don't want to wait the prompt, you can just okay, the prompt's there. Run the setup64.exe. Basically just a bunch of next kind of installation. One, two, two next with an install button. That's it. Before the agent installation, you can see the cursor is a little bit laggy here. But after the installation, it will be much smoother. Okay. You see? It's already improved a lot. Just click finish and ready for reboot. Okay, yes. The Linux, yeah, just like any other server you got there, the installation process nowadays are pretty simple for them. Local media, installation destination, check on the disk, done. I don't want GUI on the Linux. I want minimal install. I usually check on the legacy Unix compatibility, development tools, RPM development tools, system tools. Okay, that's it. Done. The time zone is right. I'm in Hong Kong. Okay, don't enable it. But also depends on your organization. Okay, unlike the Windows, by default, the Linux, the Red Hat or Ubuntu variants, they provide option to let you to customize your network during the installation, which is good. Web01 hostname apply. Okay, current hostname web01 configured. Okay, let me give it a IP 111.102. Okay, once again, I don't want the IPv6. Disable IPv4 manual. Okay, gateway, DNS servers. I should probably point to our future domain controller, which is 101. 101, right? Yeah, 101. Cool. I should probably update the ESXi DNS server and NTP server to point to that server as well. Search domain, no need to provide. Save. Okay. Done. Just give root a password. Then we are good to go. No, that one. Oh, no. Okay, that's it. In reality, you're suggested to have a normal user with sudo privilege created rather than using the root. But for simplicity's sake, I just use it anyway. Begin install. Okay, get back to Windows Server. You see, it is much smoother. Where is the control alternate delete? Come on. Okay, there. What? No way. Yep. In the future video, I will promote this server into a domain controller, so it will provide DNS and NTP services, time server services. So at this point, let me just point the DNS and NTP to this server. Come on, I have to close it. Okay. Host. Yep. Vulnerability. Evaluation mode. Yep. Okay. Manage. Time and date. Edit NTP setting. Okay. Use NTP client. Start and stop manually. Nope. I want it start and stop with host. Every time we reboot or boot up our ESXi server, the NTP client will be started if we choose this option. What is it? Oops. Wanna run? Okay. 101. Okay, next it should be the network. Okay, not system. No. It's a bit different from the previous version of ESX. Oh, come on, networking. Yeah. VM kernel next. We're editing this neck because we only got this neck right now for the management. Click on that, add the settings. Come on. Wait a second. Okay, expand it. Not here. Wait, oh, in TCP/IP stack. Yep. Add the setting. Okay. No secondary. 101. Search domain. Use. What will I use? Simple lab.int. Simple lab.int. Save. Okay. It's gonna take a few more minutes for the Rocky Linux to finish the installation. I'll pause the video. Okay, it's just finished. Reboot system. There's one more thing I want to show you. So I have to wait for the installation to complete because like the Windows counterpart, for the VM, if you want to have the guest agent, the VMware agent or something on the virtual machine, you have to use a package called OpenVM Tools. We don't insert the ISO file to the virtual machine and use the provided installation file to install the agent. Not anymore anyway. Back in the SAN/OS Red Hat 5 or 6, they do that, but not anymore. Oh, come on, terminating. I'll get back when it's finished. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, login as root. First thing first. Okay. Do I need a performance yum? Maybe yum make catch. Of course, it's not gonna work because the domain controller is not yet promoted. It does not provide any DNS services to this server right now. Let me change that for the moment. Let's use Google's DNS. Let's see if we can ping Google right now. Okay. Once again, yum make catch. I know starting from Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 and its variant, we should use the DNF, but it still works, so I'm lazy. I'm kind of lazy. Yep, it's working now. Let's yum install open VM tools. Do we have that? Is it okay? Okay, let's see the difference. Can we see the difference here? Because Web01, there's not much information. Like the Windows one. The Windows counterpart, we have the agent install, so you can see it can get the host name, which is a random name after the installation, and IP addresses from the box. But for the Web01, okay. Oh, what? They can what? Oh, my bad. But we can also see that the VMware tools is not managed by the vSphere. Hold on for a second. Maybe it is already installed. We are just updating it. Oh yeah, right. It is already installed. Cool. Well, let's update it. It's already installed. Blah 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 blah. Okay, my bad. Okay. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Your subscribes and likes are appreciated. Thank you in advance.